guys, and welcome to A Minor Production. My name is Jessica Kent, and today I'm going to be telling you how to get a recording studio internship in 3 simple steps. Terms and conditions apply. To be honest, getting a studio internship is pretty difficult, but if you've already decided to become a mixer / producer / music maker, you've already accepted the fact that it's going to be difficult. If you haven't, it's going to be hard. There are so many people vying for the exact internship that you want, and you have to be at the top of your game if you have any chance of getting it. That said, there are a few tips and tricks you can use that can increase your chances. I've compiled this list with the help of some great articles I found online. Links will be below. And there's a lot of information out there, so make sure to do your research. If you take nothing else away from this video, remember that putting in the time and effort can make a big difference. Step 1. Make a list of all the studios in the areas you're willing to intern in. Then go to the website for each studio and write down as much information as you can find. You should always include the name of the owners, the studio managers, the intern coordinators, and anyone else you think you might end up speaking to. Also write down the number of studios they have, the gear they use, the past clients they've had, the history of the studio, and any relevant contact information. Keeping track of exactly where each studio is and the website URL is also probably a good idea. I would recommend storing all of this information in a little spreadsheet. This will be pretty helpful later. Step 2. Call each studio with the number they list on their website, but don't start with your top studio. You might be asked a question you aren't ready to answer, or forget to ask them something really important. Chances are you will mess up on your first call or two, and that's okay. Give yourself a chance to make those mistakes and get rid of any nerves. Now when you do call, you need to ask them 2 very important questions. Are they accepting interns? And do they require college credit? If they are accepting interns, ask for the name of the person you need to speak to and write this down. If not, ask them when they will be accepting interns and make a note of it so you can follow up later. Some studios require you to be studying at the moment and will only accept you if you're doing it for college credit. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do there, so the best is to find out as soon as possible. Some studios will specifically state this on their website, so make sure you're looking out for that. Step 3. Be ready to speak directly to the person in charge of hiring interns. There is a chance they'll be available when you call and will expect you to tell them a little bit about yourself, your education, your past experience with the industry, and why you want to work at their studio. Make sure you have these answers ready. So there's probably been a lighting change with my face and stuff. Sorry for the change, my memory card was full. So if you can't call a studio for some reason and want to email them instead, here are some do's and don'ts for when sending in your CV. Don't CC other studios in the same email so that they can see who else you're sending the email to. Don't send out an email with only an attachment and no text. They have no idea what's in that attachment if you don't tell them. Give them a reason to look at your CV. Don't send out obviously generic emails to every studio with "Dear Sir" or "Madam." Use the owner's name if possible, and change each email a little bit so that they know that you're applying for that specific studio. Do tell them why they should hire you. Highlight some of your strengths like your good work ethic, your willingness to work long hours, but make sure you do not lie. This can only hurt your reputation, not only at that specific studio, but other studios nearby. Make sure you proofread your resume and your cover letter. I mean, there's nothing worse than a resume full of grammar errors and punctuation mistakes. Keep them clean and relevant so that they recognize that you are able to be a professional. I don't know. And those are all the tips that I have for you today, and hopefully you can go and get a studio internship, because I haven't got one. Yay. Let me know what tips you have for getting a studio internship, and if you've had any experience with trying to get one, or if you've had one. Let me know if you agree or disagree with what I've said in the comments below. I've also put links to a bunch of articles with more information in the doobly-doo, so go check those out if you are interested in getting a studio internship, because there's a lot of information out there that's really useful. Good luck, and if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Until next week, guys. Bye. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I know. Sherlock.
What's the name of the song? I know the song. And you get 1 point if you get there.